Hello, dear ones. How are you? My name is Cindy St. Martine, and I'm a certified angel therapist and holistic healer and Reiki master for the mind, body, spirit, and soul. And you're watching my weekly angel card reading for the week of March 5th, 2017. So thank you all for being with me. You are a blessing by watching and sharing my videos, and that I am forever, ever grateful for you for doing that and for blessing me. We began a new month, the month of March, uh, last week, which is great. It's a blessing. We're headed towards spring, which is wonderful. And we're in the midst of a Venus retrograde. And with that, with Venus retrograding until I think it's April 15th, and then she goes direct. But during this time, it allows us to evaluate and to look into relationships and also financial situations and material things, things that we normally love, that we want to take a good look at them and reconsider things and just keep it on the low key. You don't want to start anything or buy anything big or start any brand new relationship because it might lead to regret afterwards because we're just full of all this wonderful energy, but we might regret. So take it slow, take a look at it and see where things need improvement on, and then work toward that, and it should be just fine. So I had already called upon God, the Ascended Masters, the angels and archangels to be with me, and because of law of attraction and power of intention, I cannot select the wrong card. I will pick one card from 3 different cards, and then a prayer card from Archangel Michael. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the Angel Tarot cards. And we'll see what our first card for the week is. Hope you had a good week last week. And of course this week it's going to be even better. Okay, so let's cut the deck. Okay, so this is really good with the Venus retrograding card. It's the 4 of Earth, and saying it says being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. Okay, so we don't want to be too frivolous during this time because we're going to feel like we want to spend money, we want to buy things, or that we need certain things. We're going to feel that way, but we want to make sure we pull back on that quite a bit, because that impulse to spend money probably or will lead to regret later. Okay, so we want to just hold back from that. And then, of course, being too cautious with money, holding on to your money, fearing, to spend or worried about spending and paying things, again, isn't good either, because it sets up a karma or law of attraction that we feel that we're without. Okay, so we're holding on to it, and that's not a good thing. So we want to make sure, trust good business decisions where it comes in, as far as evaluating, taking time, evaluate what's good for us, and you're going to do that. Perfect time during this retrograde to get through that and that. And of course, you always have enough to give to those who are less fortunate than you. Even if it can't be monetary, maybe clean out your closet. It's a good time to reevaluate your personal belongings and clean out your closets and donate to those who are less fortunate. Or donate, volunteer, whatever you can do. There's always a way to help others in time of need. So it's a good card to start off. It's funny how with Venus in retrograde, this card came up. Very, very good. And the next set of cards, I'm going to tap in with the Romance Angels. And these are the Whisper of Love cards. We'll see what they have to say. more than one fell out of the deck, so I just pick it up, put it back in. Okay, so let's cut the deck. And the card is spiritual connection. And it reads, it says, this relationship has a connection that goes beyond a lifetime. Okay, so a relationship that you're doing, whether it's an intimate one or it's a family member or friend or co-worker, whatever the part is. And again, with Venus retrograding, time to reevaluate, to look at what's really important with this relationship, that deep spiritual connection. Maybe you haven't seen it before, or maybe you want to bring it closer. So when we really look at people and deep into them with that spiritual connection, then we see who they really, really are. So beyond a lifetime, I think we've all met people in that way where we had that instant connection with them. So this relationship has a connection that goes beyond a lifetime. Now also, during this retrograde, can also mean someone from your past coming back into your life. Okay? So again, that could be beyond this lifetime, or this lifetime together, that someone is going to come back. And it's very possible under this retrograde, things, looking back on things and seeing how things are. Very good. You want to make that spiritual connection. Tap into that, or figure out how can I connect more spiritually, not to control things, but to do it in a divine way, a spiritual way, a loving, kind way. And that it's just going to enhance and create something wonderful when you do that, of course. So really good cards. And the next set of cards are the Law of Attraction cards. And we'll see what affirmation the angels want us to practice for this week. You might want to write this down. And these cards deal with prosperity and abundance. Okay, so let's cut the deck. Of course, this is always important. It should practice this all throughout the day. The card is gratitude. And it reads, it says, I am grateful and appreciate all the abundance I have in my life today. We don't realize how abundant we are. And sometimes we're so caught up with ego that we don't even realize and see it, that we do have an abundant life in so many ways. And we either block it, but ego helps block more abundance coming our way. And we want to make sure that we're open to receive abundance. And showing gratitude is one of the biggest ways to do that. When you're grateful, you get more things to be grateful for comes into your life. So it's something, being grateful and appreciate the abundance that you have in your life today. So many good things in your life, just to be grateful. I often tell people, when you close your eyes tonight, when you go to sleep, just say thank you. And of course, when you wake up in the morning and you open your eyes, say thank you. Wonderful way to begin and end our day in total gratitude, and be excited for the blessings and things to come. And don't use ego. It's like the first card, the Four of Earth, which says being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Don't say, I don't have enough money. Never say that. I'll say, I can't do it this time. So, and then of course, giving more than you deserve means you're not getting more than you can afford to, living in your means, but taking care of everything, as far as budget-wise. You can do this, and you can be more successful. Then more money's going to come in and take care of it. So stay positive about that. And of course, staying very grateful. So now we're going to tap into Archangel Michael, his prayer cards, and we'll see what message he has and what prayer he wants to share with us for this week. Archangel Michael will help you get the abundance that you need, the money that you need, the resources that you need in order to move forward. know, when you say prayer, if you're praying for something, you say the prayer one time because God heard you the first time. If you keep praying the same prayer all the time, that means you have doubt that God's going to answer your prayers. And doubt is ego. So we don't want to put ego into it. You pray one time and then be excited. So what you can do, some people feel they need to pray about the situation every day until it happens. But what you can do every day after you say that prayer is say prayer of gratitude. You can say, thank you, God, for answering my prayer. I'm so excited for when it's going to be answered. You know, give gratitude for what's to come. Okay, so let's cut the deck. And Archangel Michael tells us your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. And the prayer reads, it says, please help me clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine guidance that I have asked and prayed for. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way so your wisdom can come streaming through me for my own benefit and for those around me. I was just talking about, how to pray in that way and keeping the ego out of it, having doubt. Don't have doubt about it. And this is just pretty much confirmed it. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. You want to tap into that. If you're full of ego, full of doubt, worry, any of the ego negative energies, you're not going to hear that inner guidance. You're not going to hear your angels and God speak to you, or Archangel Michael. So we want to make sure that we can tap into that divine guidance to help us in our journey to bring prosperity, to bring, and especially during this time, to evaluate, to really see what's really, really going on, and not be, sometimes we see what we hope to see, not see things as they really are. So we want to make sure that we do that by saying this prayer, that you keep the ego out of the way. Don't find fault with everything. Not everything is full of fault. And having that wisdom that comes through you, that intuition, that wisdom that God has given you in order to see things as they really, really are. It's a really good prayer. I love the way these cards all come together to give us a great message and hopefully encouragement for this week. And I hope it inspires you and enlightens you in the most divine way. So I invite you to visit my website at cindyshealing.com. There you'll see the services that I provide. Maybe you'd like to have a session with me, or a card reading, or maybe a Reiki session. Please visit my website and see the information there, and then contact me. And we'll set things up either through a video chat, on the phone, or in person as you live close by. And I am booking up March right now, so give me a call. I would love to meet you and connect with you. Okay. If you're unsure about me, on my website there is a page where I have people's reviews and comments of their experiences with me. So check that out as well. So and while you're on my website, connect with me through my social media sites. I would certainly enjoy meeting you through them as well. So now we go back. Have a great, wonderful week. And stay powerful, stay enlightened, stay inspired. And know that you are powerful when you're in the knowing. You've God, descendant masters, the angels and archangels behind you. You are powerful. There's no stopping you. Let your love and peace fall down upon the earth. Send out these wonderful energies, having this awareness of your power to bring healing to this earth, which we so desperately, desperately need. And of course, I'm grateful for the love that you give. So until next time, I send you lots of love, kisses, healing, and blessings from me to you. And know that God blesses and loves you. So do I. And of course, I wish you all namaste. See you next week. Have a great, wonderful second week of March. Bye-bye.